Imagine a prosperous kingdom where peace and abundance reigned, ruled by a wise and just king whose fame spread to distant lands. This kingdom was Israel, and this king was Solomon. The story of Solomon, whose name means peaceful, is a fascinating enigma. How did a young and inexperienced king achieve such wealth, prosperity, and peace? Throughout this video, we will explore some information that will help us answer this question, and also how we can use it in our lives to achieve the same results as this famous monarch. Are you ready? In Gibeon, a town located 8 kilometers northwest of Jerusalem, God appeared to Solomon in a dream and granted him the opportunity to choose whatever he desired from his heart. He could have chosen unimaginable riches, absolute power, or a long life, which would perhaps have been among the options for young men dazzled by the idea of having anything they wanted. However, after reflecting on his mission as the ruler of a people, Solomon surprised everyone by choosing wisdom. He knew that it was fundamental to obtain what would help him fulfill his mission. It is equally important to understand that, like Solomon, we all have a purpose on this earth, and that, to fulfill it, we will need tools that will help us. Therefore, we need to understand that we have a life purpose and that we need to know it and what tools we will need to experience it. Solomon clearly knew his life purpose and knew that he needed tools to experience it. He focused not on the outcome, which would be abundance and peace, but on what would lead him to achieve it, since that was the goal he had for his kingdom. The first tool Solomon sought for the development of his life project was wisdom. Solomon's wisdom manifested itself in his just decisions, his ability to solve conflicts, and his inspiring leadership. On one occasion, he judged the case of 2 women who lived in the same house and had given birth to children around the same time. They were alone in the house when one of their children, unfortunately, passed away. The woman who lost her child cunningly got up during the night and exchanged it for her friend's child while she was sleeping. When the woman whose child was alive woke up, she realized what had happened. The case was brought to be judged by Solomon. After hearing the story, the king suggested a desperate and painful solution. However, he simply wanted to know which of the 2 would be moved by it. The case was solved when the real mother did not consent to the king's decision, being willing to give up the child to be cared for by someone else. The real mother got to keep the child. His fame attracted visitors from all over the world, eager to witness his intelligence and discernment. This was the case of the Queen of Sheba, who traveled a distance of approximately 2,400 kilometers, bringing a large entourage and many gifts to present to the wise monarch. It is estimated that this journey must have taken about 6 months. She did this because she wanted to hear Solomon's wisdom. She understood the value of wisdom. Perhaps she was looking for information that would help her in her reign. In a time of disregard for true wisdom, the example of the Queen of Sheba should awaken in us the perception that there is a solution to the various problems we face in life, and that what often prevents us from finding it is the fact that we are looking for it in the wrong places or through the wrong sources. Wisdom was one of the pillars of magnificence and serenity in Solomon's reign, but other factors were also essential for his success, such as his desire to serve others and his tireless dedication to work. When we dedicate our work to helping those in need, we create conditions for the development of solutions that add value to people's lives. And when this work is guided by wisdom, its productivity and impact are greatly amplified. Solomon is an inspiring example of how the combination of wisdom, hard work, and altruism can lead to calmness and individual and collective prosperity. Have you realized that these principles are timeless and can be applied by anyone seeking to achieve their goals? One example of the application of these principles is William Colgate, the founder of Colgate-Palmolive. Since his adolescence, he was guided to surrender his heart to Christ and live with prudence. His wisdom and dedication to his work manifested itself in the way he managed his business, always seeking justice and ethics. He was also a faithful tither, donating part of his possessions to the church, which used them to help those in need and to expand the kingdom of God, as Christian churches typically do. The story of Solomon teaches us that true wealth is not found in material possessions, but in a life guided by wisdom, the fear of the Lord, and the relentless pursuit of a higher purpose. By following in Solomon's footsteps, we can achieve true wealth, a life blessed by God, with meaning and purpose. That's all for today. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, and leave your like for more content like this, because I am also seeking to achieve a purpose through this channel, and your subscription will help me with that. See you next time.